이 블리자드의 이제 기존 작품들의 경우에 어떤 특히나 빅히트 친 작품들의 경우에는 기존에 있었던 그 같은 장르의 게임들에는 없는 이 게임만의 독특한 시스템 같은 게 항상 있어 왔다고 저는 보거든요. 그리고 그것이 이제 성공 요인이었다고 또 생각을 하는데, 그래픽적인 면에 있어서 3D를 충실하게 구현하고 굉장히 화려한 그래픽을 가지고 있는 마치 스타크래프트의 확장팩 같은 느낌? 예, 그런 느낌이었어요. 그래서 한국에서는 대단히 히트칠 것 같고, 저도 굉장히 재미있었고 아주 훌륭하다고 느꼈습니다만, 이게 전 세계의 어떤 블리자드 팬들에게 크게 어필할 수는 없지 않을까 하는 그런 의구심이 들었단 말이에요. 왜냐하면은 그렇게 어떤 새로운 시스템이 없기 때문에. 그래서 이제 그것을 혹시 감추고 있는 게 뭐가 있는지, 예, 그것도 궁금하고요. 예.
There's a couple of things that we're putting into the game that are new to real-time strategy games. We're putting in a new story mode experience, which is a whole new way for players to play through the story, and a whole new way to experience story in a real-time strategy game. And the second thing that I'm not ready to talk about yet, because we're still working on it, is a lot of the enhancements and improvements that we're going to add to BattleNet, which will hopefully really add a lot to the mod community. That'll add a lot to the way players in esports play through the gameplay experience, and should really enhance sort of the multiplayer aspects of the game. On this point, I'd like to say finally, for us, we're really trying to hearken to the legacy of the original StarCraft. We're really trying to create a game that takes the core concepts that were great in StarCraft and make them better. And some of this we're doing already. So we've got, in the original StarCraft, you had the ability to warp in buildings with your probe, right? And then your probe was free to move away. And this was a whole different way of creating buildings, right? Well, in StarCraft 2, we're doing exactly the same thing, but we're adding the ability to warp in units, which is the same kind of concept, but it radically changes the gameplay experience. So while you play it for a short time, and certainly at this early stage of development, it feels very similar, or can feel similar, to the original StarCraft. If you play it over a long time, and when we're done, hopefully it will feel very different in the way it plays. But yes, still 3 races. Right. Yes, still trying to make a great real-time strategy gameplay experience. But our goal is definitely to take it much further.
그 배틀넷이 어떤 그 한국에서 들리는 얘기에 의하면 어쨌든 기존의 오리지널에서는 무료 배틀넷이었는데 지금은 유료로 할 것이다라는 어떤 얘기가 있는데.
Well, yeah, I mean, so what we're working on for BattleNet is we're obviously trying to find out what the final feature set is, right? And so we don't know yet how we're going to deal with it. We don't know how we're going to pay for it and the whole thing. We're still working on it.
제가 WWI 때 보니까 콜로서스를 거상이라고 한다든지 해서 이제 한글화를 진행하는 걸로 이제 보고 있었어요. 근데 머린을 해병이라고 이제 번역을 한다든지 이렇게 되면은 기존의 어떤 스타크래프트 중계와 스타크래프트 2를 또 중계를 한다고 했을 때 이게 혼선이 된단 말이죠. 머린 메딕인데 해병과 의무병 이렇게 되면. 근데 그런 면에 있어서 스타크래프트 1 쪽에도 좀 이렇게 좀 변화를 준다거나 어떤 공조를 한다거나 이런 게 좀 있나요? 해가지고. 네.
Right. So I do know that we have heard this concern before, that maybe we should not localize some of the names, like Marine, Dragoon, these kinds of things, right? That this was just confusing for players. And in addition, since there's so many esports players who come from all over the world, right, who are used to these single names, to hear them translated was confusing for them. Right. So it's something that I've heard, something that Chris Siggety has heard. He mentioned that to us, right? It's something we're taking very seriously, and I think we'll definitely look at not localizing some of the names if that's what makes sense for everybody who wants to play the game.
물론 그 완성된 게임이 아니기 때문에 오늘 그 시연해본 그 느낌으로는 사라진 유닛도 있고 대표적으로 드라군이라든가 그리고 그 파이어벳도 사라졌고 그리고 메딕의 그 컨트롤하다 보면 이제 어택 명령을 통해서도 이제 힐을 해줬는데 어택 명령이 없어요.
Whenever we add a unit, we have to take something away. We don't want to have 30 units in the game, right? So we want to keep the unit list small. So we add things like Reapers. We have to make choices. Do we keep the Firebat? Do we not keep the Firebat? For now, we've chosen not to keep the Firebat, right? So I'm sorry. Okay, so the Firebat for me is one of my favorite units, right? So that one's hard, right? That one's hard for me to let go of. And maybe it'll come back and maybe it won't. But we'll have to make it. Not all units are going to make it, right? We're going to have to, in order to add new gameplay, we're going to have to change some of these old units and put in some new ones. So that's where the Firebat is right now. Other units have taken over for the Firebat, and he may or may not make it into the final game. The whole hotkey thing, in terms of how the medic uses his hotkeys, we're still working a lot on the hotkeys. I think that was just a mistake. That's something that we can definitely look at and make sure that we're getting it right. That wasn't on purpose. That was just something we threw in, and it was probably just a mistake that was in the game. I say we're not finished yet. We've got a long way still to go before we even worry about a lot of the hotkey details, which I know are very important to a lot of gamers. But right now we're just trying to get a lot of cool units into the game and make the races kind of work. Dragoon was a unit that we felt like we really wanted to add the Stalker, a Dark Dragoon, and so again, the Dragoon gave way, and the Stalker came into play, and we liked the Immortal as well, so the Immortal and the Stalker have both sort of taken over for the Dragoon, but they're very different units. And so yes, as we add new stuff, some stuff we have to lose, and it's always a tough choice. It's not important, I don't think, if the interface is easier. What's important is that high-skilled players can show off their skill, right? So what we're doing is adding a lot of abilities, and by the very design of our units, to make sure that skilled players can really do things that other players cannot do. And that's absolutely the case right now. There's things you can do with Warpin, there's things you can do with Stalkers, there's things you can do with Reapers that, well, I can't do them, but pro gamers can, and we've seen them do it. It's awesome to see them do this stuff. So that's what's important in that sense. If you're sort of a mid-level player, yes, it's easier to control the game than it was in the original StarCraft, because you can just take a large stack of guys and just send them, right? But really good players still make small groups. Really good players maneuver their small groups very carefully, and really good players will play in a it's very similar in that respect to the original StarCraft, and really get the most out of their units. But yeah, if you're just an okay player, it's an easier game to play. But if you're a very skilled player, it's just as hard as it ever was, and you can do things that people won't believe when they see you do them.